I get asked often, what would I do if I started all over? What would I do as a new agent in 2026? So pull out your pen and paper, get out your keyboard, whatever you like to use. Let's go. First thing I would do is get hyper clear on the market I was going to work. And I would get hyper clear on my value and how it fits into that market and why me. I would pick a farm. I would pick maybe 2,000 to 3,000 homes max. I would learn that farm. I would know everything about it. I would know everything for sale, everything that's sold, everything that's expired, everything that's in escrow. I would know it cold. You couldn't drive me by a sign in that marketplace where I couldn't tell you whether it was in escrow, what it was for sale for, whatever. I would know the market cold. I would always preview inventory. And I don't mean looking online, reviewing it on my computer. I would literally go to the properties, be toured by that listing agent, and I would learn all the nuances. I would learn all the motivations of the client, why they're selling, where they're going, everything. So I would know how to best present that to clients. I would study the competition like crazy. Like, who are you competing against? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What are they doing that's working? What are they doing that's not working? What can I do better? And why me? It's a crowded field in real estate. You have to know why you should be the agent chosen. I would do a SWOT analysis. I would study my strengths. I would study the threats. I would study my weaknesses. I would look for opportunities. So it goes strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for the SWOT analysis. Do it. Be thoughtful about it. It'll help you a lot as you build your vision and your plan to take over that farm. I would just be an expert, and I would be talking like the market leader, like the authority. When you walk into a house and you know the market cold and your client can't throw you off with anything they ask you, that's how you win confidence. That's how you build trust. That's how you win listings and you do business. I would build my identity before I built my brand. I would really think about, what's my X factor? I love, thinking about why me in a crowded field of realtors? What makes me different? Why should someone choose me over maybe the agent that dominates that market? As a brand new agent entering into this real estate space, you have to know why you're the best, because you're certainly not the most experienced. So you better have it down cold. I would pick a couple of traits, maybe it's white glove service. Maybe it's knowing the data better than anybody else. Maybe it's being the most skilled negotiator because you studied at the Strauss Institute at Pepperdine University in negotiations. Maybe it's because of your background or maybe your previous educational or job history. There's something that you can pull from that makes you really the agent of choice. I would create a really punchy bio, a bio that doesn't talk about me so much, but how you fit in with the client. So it's client focused in how you kind of service clients in this field, in this marketplace that you're working in, and what your skill set is and what you bring to the table, much more than just like a brag. I think you've got to have your talking points down. One thing that you have to just excel at is why this market? Why this house? What makes this so special? Because the more you can dial that in, is the more you're going to relate to the clients, because they all had those thoughts before they purchased. They have those thoughts as they live there in these communities. And if you're echoing it back to them, they're going to say, wow, that agent gets me. They get my neighborhood. They get my house. Process is so important. We always say good process gets good results. If you have great process, you need to articulate that thoroughly and in a detailed fashion to the clients. They think they understand our business, but I tell you they don't. It's just only what they read and what they think they know based on what they do personally in their own worlds. But if you can show them the reasons why you do everything and how you get from A to Z, from listed to sold, from looking at homes to purchasing a home, that's what's going to make you create a sense of security, a sense of comfort. They're going to feel they're in good hands because you have good process. Good process drives good results. The other thing I would do is you got to get over yourself and you've got to start talking to people every single day. In fact, I would do no less than 20 real estate conversations a day, and it can happen any which way. It can be cold calling, it can be door knocking, it can be talking to people at Starbucks, talking at the gym, talking at the market, wherever. But you're talking about real estate with people. You're the authority. When they see Peter Hernandez, they go, here's Peter Hernandez, a realtor. Hey, I wonder what that house sold for. You want them asking you those questions. Start building today your top 100 sphere list. And what I mean by that is, some people call it your raving fans. is people that you have the best relationships with, that you could go up to them and say, hey, do you know anybody that's thinking of selling today or buying today that I could help? Or by the way, I just saw a great property down the street that I thought you might be interested in. I know you love your house, but this is such a cool property. So being able to have those kinds of conversations with that top 100 is so key. You might be starting with one person. You might be starting with 0 persons, but build that top 100 list. Then the key is start tracking it. Track your hot leads, your cold leads, your warm leads. Get a great CRM program or use Google Sheets. Do whatever you need to do to be organized and on top of your leads and your clients and your sphere and your friends and your phones, because you want to stay in touch with them on a regular basis. And this can only be done through organization and systems. So make sure you're constantly working on that. Don't forget, if you want to know how successful somebody is, just take a look at their database. It'll tell you everything. Pro tip, don't sound desperate. Don't have commission breath. When you're reaching out to people, you're either sharing a great property you saw, it's casual, it's fun, they know you're in real estate anyways. Don't be that weird realtor. Don't be that one people run from. Just be yourself, be normal. Create a automated weekly touch system, whether it's emails that go out to your sphere, whether it's a newsletter. Have it weekly, bi-weekly, if you only like monthly, but make sure it's automated, make sure it's consistent, and make sure it's regular. I would include market updates on this. I would include just listeds, just solds. I would include maybe interest rate movement, up, down, whatever. I would include maybe cool articles or stories about what's going on in the world in real estate. Maybe it's about coffee shops that you love. Maybe it's about, something about the area, the neighborhood you want to talk about. Those kinds of things. Keep it real estate oriented, keep it interesting, and make it fun. I would direct message people, don't just be casual about your social media. Actually make notes to people, direct message them, comment on their posts. And be sure that you're authentic and that you're connecting and things like that. People love it. They're all watching their posts. They're all watching who responds. Be the person that they go, oh my gosh, there's Peter, I'm gonna reach out to him. Handwritten notes is a secret. Write 10 a day. Thank that person for the referral. Thank that client for listening with you. Wish them a happy birthday. Wish them a happy house anniversary, whatever. Handwritten notes are great. I mean, some people do it so cool. They'll do it on really beautiful black or colored cards, and they'll get those pens that are like gold or silver, and they just write these really beautiful notes. When I receive one, I love them. So if you're thinking of writing me one, do it, because I love receiving them. Be present wherever you are, at the gym, at Starbucks, anywhere. Be aware, talk to people. Just talk to them. Hey, great to see you today. You gonna get your usual, almond milk coffee, or what are you gonna get? You know what I mean? So, build those relationships wherever you go. You're social and talking to people. You cannot not be social in this business of real estate. Don't forget, you're in sales. You've got to be social. You've got to talk to people. And always, when you meet people, follow up with them, follow up with a note, follow up with a phone call. Just let them know that it wasn't just a passing glance, that you actually enjoyed seeing them that day. One thing is key and critical in this business is become a skilled pro. Study your craft, rehearse, practice as if you're on stage or you're about to go on stage. Think of it like acting. We have to be good at what we do. I would role play 2 to 3 times a week. There are so many agents out there that would love to role play with you. And when you set it up regularly and you just keep practicing it and practicing it and practicing it, when you're in that living room situation, you are going to be so much better than that agent that was either before you or the one that's coming after you, because you are going to be rehearsed. Record yourself. Just like I'm doing right now, watching myself on video. So key and critical. Do you like the way you're coming off? Do you like the way you're dressed? Do you like the way your hand moves? Well, maybe not so much. But constantly doing it is going to make you more aware of how you are and what you're doing. Self-awareness is so important in a presentation. Master your responses to the 3 most common objections. Do you know what they are? Let me tell you. We think we're going to wait for a while till the market gets better. Heard that one before? Can you lower your commission? Susie down the street says she'll do it for XXX. Have you heard that one before? And finally, I have a brother-in-law that's an agent. Another one. These are all great opportunities to be prepared with the right answer, because in all of these cases, it's usually not best to do any of those things. Treat every practice like a performance. Pretend you're going for an Oscar. Pretend you're going to get the Oscar for real estate sales. You can't just wing it and get that. You've got to be rehearsed. You got to practice. The next thing is to shadow and leverage the right people. And that starts with the brokerage you join. You know, it's not just about splits, trust me. You can have 100% of nothing. It's about the brokerage, it's about the brand, it's about the image. It's like Douglas Elliman. Everybody knows what it means. Douglas Elliman just means luxury. But even more so is their coaching and is their mentorship there. And that's another thing Douglas Elliman does so well. The coaching and the mentorship here is so incredible. You're gonna just always be upping your game. You're always gonna be knowing what's going on with contracts and legal, and you're gonna know how to be the best agent possible in the marketplace because Elliman builds agents. So think about when you're joining a brokerage, besides split, what am I getting? Marketing, you can get anywhere. Technology, you can buy it anywhere. But getting good coaching and mentorship, that's the key. If you're on a team, this is great because you've got so many ways you can leverage it. Let me show you some of the ways. First thing is, ask every opportunity if you could just tag along and take notes for it. Like if you're on the team leaders, you know, say, hey, can I go with you on this listing presentation so I can watch you? I promise I will be quiet. I won't say anything. I'll even take notes for you. I can be your assistant. I just want to go and hear what you do. That would be so beneficial. I got to do that with my dad and brother for years. It helped me so much. Tell them you'll take the overflow, the leads they don't want to work, the ones that they are considering B and C leads. Take those. Do them, work them. It's great practice, whether they evolve or become sales or not, it doesn't even matter. Just do it. Here's the biggest one. Leverage the team brand name. Say, hi, I'm Peter Hernandez. I'm on the blah, blah, blah team, or I work with blah, blah, blah. This is my partnership, whatever, however you say it. Use it to get yourself in the door. And then don't forget to take the lead team member with you on the appointments. Close the deals. That's the goal. Get the appointment, use the team brand name, close the deal, bring the team leader. And don't forget to stack your wins. This is so key and critical. This is another way of leveraging. You have to always build on the last win, whatever it is. Listing sold, sale made, deal problem solved. All of these things are wins, and you have to describe them and explain them and sell them to the world so that they can see that you know what you're doing. Host open houses weekly. Forget about it. Just do it. Do other people's listings, whether people are coming in or not, just do them. Create micro content, so key and critical. Build great content and get it out there all the time. Market updates, behind the scenes, showing you setting up an open house, showing you, whatever you're doing so that people can see how you actually practice your career and how you practice your business. Do Q&As, client and answer questions, all that great stuff. You know what the clients are thinking, so just tell them what they're thinking and then give them the answer so that you can be the expert in that area. Be less of a salesperson, be more of a consultant, be more of a service provider, create value, even about like local community, best coffee place, best restaurants, best this, best that, best parks, best dog parks. All of those things are going to make you the expert of the area. If I had to do this all over again, I would do all of that, and I would do it over and over and over again. I would be getting up at 5, I'd be like shutting down at 7 to 8 o'clock at night, but within those hours, I would run through this list I just gave you all day long and just go, go, go. You can do it, but what's more important than intellectual IQ, what's more important than emotional IQ, what's more important than anything is work ethic IQ. If you do all this stuff, you do it consistently, you will be successful. That's what I would do as a new agent in 2026. DM me below any of these ideas resonated with you. Have a great year.